glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. So North Carolina's offense that has the first possession of the game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intent.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Edwards. It's caught. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition.
Number 92 sets a kickoff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rebels offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. One thing that has been a big point in practice, right side of the offensive line and how they can control this edge pressure. Got room to work. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Cook. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Quarterback on the keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, UNC! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 92, Seth Eckelson.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Creates a little room. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. To the ground to try to move the chains. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, the 1. Way to get the football back. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here's a gift to Frazier. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. There's some room. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. They'll try the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Got his man. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Turning it on. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And, man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You're bringing guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get him to the ground. Not only does he get the 1st down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Gonna let it fly. Goes high to pull it in. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Thurman. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. That's caught. It's Thurman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Pocket breaking down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst that...
Touchdown, North Carolina! Great job by the back on the option. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. This time he wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Fires downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Firing to the right, complete. Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he has a solid gain before the defense models him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Plows through the defense. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. This is a designed run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll give to Frazier. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising. Lining up for the point after and the lead. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so
Makes the grab in their space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking for a big play. Got it down the field. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. The offense changing the play. Picks up the 1st down. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Rebels. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he added the extra point.
North Carolina, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying the left side. Fighting off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Escapes the sack. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. The run inside. It's Hall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Edwards. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. And that is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A run to the right. Might have a chance. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, here's Frazier. Got enough for the first. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
And that is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Holly's down working the sidelines. What's the latest on his status?
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Alexander. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rebels decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Still on his feet. Just dismissing tackles. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, UNC. They take the lead here in the second half. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. The give on the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. He's out past the 35. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Going with the ground game left. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Snap to the back. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Maybe a crease. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool if they do call his number. We'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Guys?
Holly, thank you. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the point after is good.
42, North Carolina, 34.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He'll start this drive firing. quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got a man. It's Washington. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Motion from the wide receiver. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been fun.
Makes a grab and room to run. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Hall. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Carolina! The Tar Heels respond with that score.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance.
And the defense swarms him under the 2-point attempt is stopped. And so, too, is the attempt to tie the game. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Quarterback making checks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you need it. You really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Buying some time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab down the left side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Edwards. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having